Hello students, we have completed the advertisement as the first element of promotion mix out of 4. Promotion itself is the fourth element of 4 P's of marketing or marketing mix, that is product, price, place and promotion. In my previous video, I had explained about the meaning of promotion, and then we went through the first element, that is advertising. We studied its features, 3 features, merits 4 and 4 limitations. Objections to the advertising not included in the syllabus, but then we had the bird's eye view over these 5 points. Today we are starting with the second element of marketing or promotion mix, that is personal selling. Personal selling is nothing but a face to face communication. Normally, we refer to this person giving the personal selling as salesperson. So, it is a personal form because here the advertiser and the customer, the potential buyer, are meeting face to face. So, it is known as personal selling. While the previous form was advertising, that was impersonal selling because you do not know who will be going to hear you or view your advertisement. So in contrast to that, it is personal selling is a personal form while the advertisement was impersonal form. So this is nothing but an oral representation of message in the form of conversation with one or more prospective customers for the purpose of making sale, or it is also known as closing the sale. Companies appoint salesperson to contact prospective buyers and create awareness about it. So here the salesman would be explaining the features, the usage and other qualities of a product individually or to a group, but that would be very limited. Say in a hall you have to make presentation of your products or services, that is also a personal selling. Or you are going door to door to sell your product, it is also known as personal selling. So here the objective is to create awareness about the product and develop product preferences with the aim of making sale. Let us see the features. First, it is personal form. Yes, because there is a direct face-to-face dialogues taking place, that it involve an interactive relationship between seller and the buyer. Say you are visiting a store for buying something, you are going to buy some apparels, right? Then you and the salesman are interacting directly at the same time. So it is a personal selling by that store owner or that salesman. The second is development of relationship. It allows a person, the salesperson, to develop a person relationship, right? Because when you are meeting someone, apart from conversating formally, you develop an informal rapport with every salesman, or the salesman also develops an intentional rapport with you so that you can repeat your purchases through that store. So here you develop a personal relationship with the prospective customers, which may become important in making sale. So that customer would also bring in some other customers, giving them references about your good relationships and nature. So this is possible in personal selling. Then comes the merits of personal selling. It is very flexible. If you remember, in advertisement it was exactly opposite. Advertising form was very inflexible because you cannot change your style to fit in your customers' needs of understanding, of communication. While here, as we are communicating directly face to face, it is very easy to observe the reactions of customers, and then a salesman or salesperson can change or adjust the presentation style to fit the specific needs of individual customers. So here it is possible to be flexible in your approach of communication, or you can change your sales style depending upon how a customer behaves and what he or she wants. Direct feedback would come, or from direct feedback the flexibility would come, like say as there is a direct face-to-face communication in personal selling, it is possible to take a direct feedback from the customer and to adapt or to change the presentation according to needs. So direct feedback would lead to flexibility. Since you are observing person, even if the person or your customer is not saying anything, by observing the facial and expression and the body language, you can decode what he wants and so you can be flexible in your own style. So direct feedback is possible in personal selling, flexibility also. Both of these are not possible in advertising. The third and the last merit is minimum wastage. Yes, here if you are very sure that your customer is not interested or not going to buy, you may withdraw your efforts, right? While this is not possible in advertising, because the advertising is, or an advertisement placed anywhere is yes, so as in opposition to the advertisement, here before you contact your direct customers, you may decide who your target customers are and how to draft various policies and strategies so that you can make your efforts going in the exact direction. Otherwise, like advertisement, if you do not have exact target customers, your efforts may go into vains. But this is a possibility here. This is a savings in efforts and time, because personally you know how to make your sales happen. So this is all about personal selling, in which we studied meaning, features and merits. Now in our litho note, quality of a good salesman is given. Although these points are not explicitly mentioned in the syllabus, I am requesting all of you to go through from our litho notes, because these topics are, as you can say, removed from the syllabus, because in many reference books this is not given. But still I am giving you in homework so that you can go through it once. The topics are qualities of a good salesman. Hardly there are 8 to 10 qualities. Then comes the role or importance of personal selling to three parties: first businessman, second customers, and third is society. These three topics, qualities, role or importance, I am giving you in homework, because per se, as it is not mentioned explicitly in the syllabus guidelines, it is assumed that it is removed from it. So I am not wasting much time for it, because still we have to cover publicity and public relations. Also I am planning to take the test of this chapter, for which I will have to revise the whole chapter. For that we will be needing some extra time, so I am not here investing a minute also to explain you this, because 99% it is removed from the syllabus, as it is very clear from certain reference books, because these topics are not included in them, right? But then also not ignoring it totally, and it's very easy also. Without my explanation, just by going through it once, you will be able to understand. Still, if you face any difficulty in getting any of these topics, you can let me know anytime. I will be making a presentation over it, right? So on your information, or on your raising of doubts, I will be making a slide on this. Otherwise I am giving you this in homework. In my next presentation, I will be explaining you the sales promotion as a third topic of promotion mix. Till now we have completed first advertisement and the second personal selling as a part of elements of promotion mix. Now we'll be moving to the third part, that is sales promotion. Till then, please stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you and have a nice day.